Hi everybody, Ryan here, and welcome to The Way of Steel. Except today it's more like the way of plastic, because I'm going to be reviewing the Red Dragon HEMA synthetic sparring longsword. Now, if you've decided to take up training with a longsword, finding safe and reliable training equipment is a must, especially when trying to find an analog stand-in for a real longsword. Now, there's a variety of synthetic longswords on the market today from couple of different manufacturers, and they range in cost anywhere from $30 all the way up to a few $100s, with a jump in price usually corresponding to a higher quality piece, with some of the higher end models even featuring steel cross guards and pommels. That's where the Red Dragon synthetic sparring longsword comes in. I find it's a really good balance between cost and quality. I think I picked mine up on Amazon.com last year for about $70. So let's get right into the dimensions and features of this synthetic longsword. The blade is about 38 inches long. The grip is about 8 inches long. The pommel is about 2.5 inches long. And the cross is about 9.25 inches wide. Okay, and overall, the whole thing measures about 49 inches long. And I found this worked really well for me because it was pretty similar in dimension to my actual longsword. As far as the materials of construction go, the blade is made of a high impact polymer, which is still fairly flexible. And the cross and pommel are also made out of what appears to be a fairly durable plastic. The grip is a flexible rubber, which right out of the box without any additional wrapping is pretty easy on your hands, and that's important especially if you're doing a lot of solo cut and thrust practice work without any gloves like I've been doing lately. Another feature of this synthetic longsword that I really like is that there is a threaded rod that goes all the way through the tang, and that lends a bit of rigidity to the tang, and it also means that it's not just about 2 inches of bolt that is going to loosen up as this thing gets smacked around and maybe come out on you over time. The pommel also has a threaded brass insert in it. So it's not just threaded plastic that once again can wear and loosen with vibration and fall off on you over time. Now my sword came unassembled, but that's no problem at all because this thing is a breeze to assemble. All you have to do is slide the cross over the tang, slide the grip over the tang, and then screw on the pommel. Okay, and you're good to go. So let's talk about flexibility. This sword is pretty durable yet flexible, especially in the last third of the blade right there. And I think that's especially important if you're doing a lot of sparring work. It's fairly forgiving on a thrust. And I have sparred with this sword, and I've taken thrusts from it, and it wasn't too bad at all. And I have sparred with some longswords, some synthetic longswords, that were fairly rigid, and taking a thrust from those was no fun whatsoever. The weight is only about 1.7 pounds, which is significantly lighter than a real longsword. And I think that's a good thing, especially for beginners, so that they can get used to doing the movements and build muscle memory without becoming overly tired. And to wrap up, the Red Dragon synthetic longsword I feel is a really good value for the money, and I highly recommend it. So if you found this video useful and informative, please click like and subscribe, and we'll make more of these videos. And until next time, thanks for watching.